Hey, welcome to my YouTube friends around the world. I just pressed the button to go live stream on YouTube for Sunday Sacred Self-Care class. Hi, guy. This is Greg and Looney Cat. Here he is. Here's the star of the show, Looney. And this is a group of like-minded friends joining around the world for the purpose of doing healing, restorative, yin-style yoga on Sundays. Anyway, welcome aboard. We're starting on the back for 1 more minute. I love you. I love you. Do yoga with people that you love. Kids, pets, spouses, mates. Oh, I love you. Good. Now, biggest inhale you got. Exhale, release it all out. We're calm and peaceful souls. Good. Extend your arms up to the ceiling. Lace your hands. Stretch your arms back up over your head. Writhe around in first thing in the morning euphoria. Get that first thing in the morning organic, orgasmic feeling in your body. Good. Draw your knees in, roll around on your back a little bit just to get some movement going on. Welcome, people all around the world. Good. Let's roll up and issue Sunday salutations, shall we? Welcome to my local Zoom friends and welcome to the growing audience of YouTubers around the world. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. If you haven't yet, please, it really helps out Looney and myself. We are both on a mission from God to bring the light and the love and the joy of yoga to a world that really sorely needs it. The world is, it's an edgy place right now. And if we all rise up and begin to operate from the angels of our higher nature, as Abraham Lincoln said, we probably have a much better chance for the species to continue on. Now, I don't have kids except for Looney, my cat, but many of you have kids and grandkids, and I'm sure that you'd like them to thrive and prosper on this beautiful blue marble hanging in space. So yoga helps that, and it helps us all find a sense of peace and tolerance and love. Even for the people that you can't stand, it's easy to love the people that you love. Loving your enemies, that's a whole nother matter. Anyway, what am I going to do? I've been catted. Hi, guy. What's going on? He's actually the star of the show. If you leave him a comment, he will respond back to you. Anyway, here's the sequence. We're going to chant Om. Nice big inhale. Now, whatever your religious, spiritual, or whatever your worldview is, atheist, agnostic, doesn't matter. Hands to our heart. Close your eyes and simply go within. We can let go of belief systems, and reality is what's left when our belief systems are set to the side. Yoga is not a belief system, it's an experience. Once you've eaten the food, you don't need to chew on the menu anymore. Good. Now, a movement is worth 1,000 words. If you're brand new to this, welcome. But we do something called joint juice, the technical term viyama. We break up the congestion in the body by going through all of our joint systems. It's my favorite kind of yoga, I have to admit. I've been doing yoga since the Ford administration. A lot of you are like, really, Henry Ford was president? Other way with your shoulders. But I've done a lot of different kinds. I've done the wacky kind, I've done the hot kind, I've done the feet behind my head kind, I've done the Kama Sutra kind. That was fun. But now I like joint juice. I like keeping my body open and lively and frisky so that I can, the other 23 hours of the day, I can play golf, I can do my music, I can love my friends, I can go on yoga retreats. Inhale up. So do this kind of yoga, especially if you're brand new. This is yoga for everybody. You can do this up your back, behind your neck. My job specifically is to act as a broker between the crazy, lunatic, contortionist, unbelievable yogis and everybody else. I'm kind of slotted in between. So God assigned me the translation of movements for everybody. And I like my job. Up your back, behind your neck, poof. If I could do the really crazy yoga, the wild, outrageous, acrobatic stuff, the stuff on the cover of Yoga magazine, I'd probably be insufferably egotistical, and God makes sure that isn't going to happen. I try though. Inhale, poof. Good job. All right, now we are going to drop our chin and gently take our head around a few times. This is such simple stuff, but it's profound. It's no individual movement. It is the sequence, the mindfulness, the intention that we bring. Plus, you're doing it with hundreds, thousands, soon to be tens of thousands of people around the world. And anytime two or more gathered, in truth, miracles happen. 6, 7, 8. Other way. This joint juice yoga, yoga in general, it breaks open the fogginess. It cracks open the lies. It breaks open the evasion and postponing. You'll know the truth. The truth will set you free. 6, 7, one day at a time. 8. Good. Relax your head down, close your eyes. Just contemplate your navel for 23 seconds. And my favorite instruction of late is stop thinking. Has your own thinking ever gotten you into a pickle? My own thinking turned me into a pickle. Less thinking, more feeling. Good, you guys. Now, I have a special fondness and affinity in my heart for brand new people just trying this from all over the world. Zimbabwe, Rhodesia, Ukraine, Tasmania, you name the country. A lot of people are trying this because they see that they can do this. But a lot of friends have a hard time sitting with their legs crossed and leaning forward. So Dr. Greg prescribes take 2 yoga tablets per day and lean into it. Now, maybe you're not even that flexible yet. You're going to have to break through some tissue. I'll help you. I just built an edifice to myself. But the main thing is to get your head and your butt balanced and not strain, struggle, bounce, push, or overdo it. You want to do it, not overdo it. You don't want to underdo it either. Here's my pose on Sundays. I can easily bring my head all the way down. That's not, the purpose today is not who's got the biggest. It's who has the most size, SIGHS. About half a minute. We give time in this class. A very good friend of mine likes that saying. We give time.
I don't know that one.
Alexa's listening to me. She just responded. Sometimes I roll my forehead a little bit left and right. If you don't have yoga blocks, get some, would you? Big ass foam blocks, 14 inches, 6 inches by 8 inches. You can have them delivered by 3 p.m. today. Now, I'm not here to tell you what to think or think more, or I'm here to help you stop thinking. That's my job. Be still and know. And on your next inhale, please come up. Good job. Did you like that supported seated forward fold? I really did. Great turnout. I can look at my YouTube analytics and it shows me how many people are watching live. And by the way, this is all recorded. It goes on the YouTube channel, Upward Spiral Yoga. So thank you for liking and subscribing. Now, here's an odd movement. It's called cat. Cats go like this. It gets their happy on. And it's a soothing, pumping kind of movement with your hands. Now I'm going to tap the heels of my hands. It's acupressure. Then I'm going to do that down in here. I'm pumping. You got to be starting something. Pump it real good. Now I'm also flexing my wrists while I'm doing it. I'm opening up my hips, releasing my shoulders. I'm very much multitasking, but doing something very simply. The purpose of these movements is here comes a scientific technical term, you get the most bang for your buck. If there's one thing I like, I want to get the most bang for my buck. Please don't misinterpret. Just pushing side to side. Now I'm going to push down and make my shoulders go up over the top. This pose is over the top. I'm stimulating my hips like that. My shoulders are releasing, my wrists are stretching. I'm moving with the flow of the universe. By the way, I paid not one whit of attention to what I'm saying. It's simply open the speaker and I pray to be a channel of yoga movement. In other words, I'm at my best when I'm out of my way. Good, now I'm going to straighten my arms, push into my hips, drop my chin, and I'm going to squish myself down into the floor because as a longtime yogi, sometimes I inadvertently levitate. My head is always in the clouds. I need my ass on the earth. One time when I was struggling with whether there's a God or not, somebody said, God stands for good, orderly direction. And I was like, that's pretty much what I need. Okay, now this shape of your wrist, which nobody ever does except for vultures, this is called Arnold Palmar flexion. He's been in the news of late, hasn't he? So I'm flexing my wrists in. I'm going to put him here and I'm going to pump some more. Pumping is good. Prime your pump. Stretching my wrists, opening my hippies. Good, then I'm taking my shoulders back up, over, forward, around, and down. Remember, before we get to the restorative and the deep yin poses, we'll get there. Do joint juice every day. I'm on a mission from God, G-A-W-D, to spread joint juice around the world. 6, if I could get all the world leaders to do this at the same time, and I might, if you would like and subscribe, there's going to be hope for us. Now I'm going to push down, lean forward, drop my chin, close my eyes, and become enlightened. I've been enlightened many times. Then I was endarkened, and then I was enlightened, then I was endarkened, but one of these days, Good, now your arms will go flinging out to the side. Watch, flinging, up they go, out to the side. Now I'm going to stimulate all of my chakras. I'm going to tell you the colors of them. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet. Big inhale. Prayer hands, drop your chin, close your eyes. If you're a praying person, invitation to pray. If you're a meditating person, meditate. If you're a scientist, hypothesize. If you're an artist, imagine. If you're a being, be. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. This is it. And it's pretty damn good. Okay, couple of more opening movements. Lace mitts. And excuse me while I push the sky up. Good, now, sometimes I just need to rock it a little bit. My ass gets tight. My underpants are all crammed up. T-shirts tucked in. Got a tight ass acetabulum. Those are my hip joints. So sometimes I just move it and groove it. And not only do I like it better, but the people around me like me better when I'm not restless, irritable, and discontent. So sometimes I just got to move it a little bit. I'm trying to bring a little bit of heaven on earth rather than the good deal of hell that I used to bring. That's my job. Good, now turn right, left hand, right knee, right arm behind you. Get a good Sunday yin, quiet, eyes closed, painful pattern of perception reducing twist. To some degree, we're dish rags and we absorb a lot of dirt, detritus, bad ideas, emotional blockage. Yoga will squeeze one out. Inhale here. Exhale, release. God, it feels good to twist. I do not know what I would do without a twist every now and then. Neither do my friends. Just back from yoga retreat last week. Come to my March retreat in 2025. I think you should come. Go to upwardspiralyoga.com. Lace your hands one finger over. Hands, be Buddha for a second. We're all Buddha. We're all Christ. We're all Krishna. We're all gods in embryo. Inhale up. Good. I'm going to stretch my bra's too tight today. Oof. Stretching it out. Good, now all the left I got, everything I've got left. Right hand, left knee, left arm behind. I'm pushing the base of my spine gently in. And I'm turning and I'm seeing who's chasing me. If you're watching from New York, sorry about your Yankees. If you're watching from LA, damn those Dodgers. I don't pay very much attention to such things anymore. Inhale here and release. Okay, couple more things. I think you'll like it. I like where this is going. Now, here's what we're going to do. These feet. Maybe you're really one of my tight new friends. Right ankle over the top. That's fine, because we're just going to spin this. If this folds under, super groovy. But if the knee is up and your foot is jammed into the floor, keep your left leg out. Now I'm going to take my eagle talon right hand. I'm going to grab down by my tippy toes, and I'm going to crank a doodle on my grab from way down at the end of your foot. You remember what Archimedes said? Give me a large enough lever and I'll move the world. Archimedes was a cool dude. Mrs. Archimedes, she would comment on the large enough lever. Other way, 1, 2. We don't hear enough about Mrs. Archimedes. 6, 7, 8. Good job. Slap your foot. Crack your toes. East of Java. 2. Crack. Quack. Quack. Good job. See how accessible my class is? Don't you want to just like and subscribe and tell all your friends? Hey, there's this guy on the internet. He's just like a regular person. Ha! Little do you know what goes on up here. That's why I do yoga, because it gets scary up here sometimes. So this is fine. Fold your right shin under if you currently can. And just roly-poly your ankle around. As primates, we should do these movements and we should groom each other more often too. You watch primates grooming each other. We should do that. At Pete's, people, grooming, going through people's hair and stuff. 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Just gonna slap my foot. Wake it up. Yogis say you die from the feet up, so keep your feet alive. Otherwise, not good. Crack your toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. Stretch out your beautiful legs. I'm getting a new canopy for my windows this week, and so this light that kind of arcs in, so the lighting is going to get better and better. Stretch up with me. Right now, there's a multitude of humans making this same shape, and every pose is a prayer. I believe in bodily prayer. We shape our body to receive love, light, and truth. Well, that sounds like some wacky spiritual New Age stuff. Why don't you just experience it and we'll suspend disbelief? What do you say? Good. Now, yoga fists for strong wrists. Feet in, bottoms up. This is hard for a lot of people. They never do anything like this and they're all stuck and crunchy, but the stickiness happens so slowly that we don't see it happening. It's like slowly boiling a frog. And then one day you wake up and it's like, wow, I'm screwed in my body, but there's a way out. Every problem has a solution. Good. Come on down. One more seated pose. This is a lot of people, waistband down. It's a wasteland. Wag your knees. You want the stuff down here to be lively, frisky, fun-loving. Right? No matter what's going on. Wag your knees. God, love, source, the universe, evolution made our bodies to last and be healthy and frisky and happy for as long as we occupy them. We're not supposed to spend the last 40 years of our life in a bodily prison. That's a loadish bullshit. So do yoga. Now, I'm going to push my knees down. If you can't do it yet, stick with me for a couple of weeks. Yoga takes 2 weeks, and then 2 more weeks, and then 2 more weeks, and 2 more weeks, and you're never done. Isn't it delightful to be in an infinite playground where there's always infinity more to go? I love that. Good job. Okay, now we're going to move into yin and restorative, to which I say, heck yeah. So for this, what's good is a yoga bolster. This is a yoga bolster. If you come to where I live, the Bay Area, maybe you fly in from Germany today, if you come from Germany, I'll give you one of these. I'm going to lay this in front. Now, I don't have a yoga bolster. I better quit class and not do yoga anymore. That's not good thinking. Just take some blankets. There's 2, do they have to be yoga blankets? You know the difference between a blanket and a yoga blanket? The spelling. It's like that old Jerry Seinfeld joke. What's the difference between a sadist and a dentist? Newer magazines. Okay, so now I've got this bolster in front of me, and I'm just going to kind of rub it a little bit. I used to do a lot of body work on people, so now we're going to do a nice, slow, delicious, sumptuous, sensuous, restorative twist. I better deliver. Now, I'm going to spin my knees over to the left. See that? See how I done that? Now my right hand is on the bolster. Your right hand is on the bolster too. But wait, there's more. I'm going to lean into the bolster forward. I'm taking my knees and my ankles around behind me. Do you see that? I'm looking, hey, how did my knees and my feet get behind me? I put them behind me. Let me show you a different camera angle. I'm not sure I've ever done this before. What have I got to lose? See my feet? They're behind me. That was super clever of me. I'm getting smarter all the time. More humble too. Now, both hands on the bolster. Push back, lean back, stretch your obliques. If your obliques are flexible and looser, your golf swing will be stronger and more resilient. You might even get a hole in one. Damn it, because I don't have one yet. Now, I'm going to put my right hand over here. I'm going to move the bolster a couple inches over. It's almost back to standard time, so I'm moving the bolster from 12 o'clock over to 1 o'clock. I'm turning my belly button down. And if you're brand new and just really tight, just take your time. If you need a bigger set of blankets, come down to your right ear and relax, would you? Would you just relax with me? Let's nap together on a Sunday in October. Now, why is this bolster here? Well, it makes the stretch um, less severe. It makes it more manageable. It's softer. It allows you to relax in. It allows us to spend 2, 3, 5 minutes letting all the layers, not just the superficial ones, open up. Do you know any people that are superficial? They just operate from the surface of their being. We shouldn't judge them. We've all done it. But there's something far deeper inside of us if we'll simply allow ourselves access to it. I spread my elbows out a little wider. And if I was at your house, I would come lay a bunch of sandbags on top of you. And you would say, ah. Now, just stop doing anything. Let your breathing modulate, temper, slow, balance, deepen. Breathe more toward your belly button. And you may find that as the mind slows down and the emotions settle, that just a pure, unadulterated bliss of being naturally percolates up to the surface. Not always, but the more you do it, the more it'll appear. When you stop thinking problems you've been struggling with just solve or they go away, they just melt away. It's the weirdest thing. Feel good, feel God. And then the tincture of time. The only way you ever really know anything or anyone is by spending time with it. As somebody that's been married for a while, you learn way more, way deeper, deeper opportunities for growth. Deeper satisfactions. Good. Could you do this with me for one more minute? I will if you will. This is sort of a hybrid between restorative yoga and yin yoga. Really good for you. Okay, biggest inhale of your whole life, staying in the pose. Exhale, melt it all out. Let go of months and years of resistance, holding, self will, tension. Let it go. Okay, now pull your hands in and press up extra, extra, extra slow because it leaves a bit of an impression. I would like to leave an impression on you. Okay, then I'm going to take my bolster back to out in front. I'm going to come back to where we started. I'm just sitting in front of my pat, pat, butter pat bolster. Remember, blankets, pillow, the big pillows on your couch work great. God does not make too hard terms with us, is a way to say it. You have what you need to do yoga. You just gotta do it. Now I'm going to take my knees. I'm going to sit cross-legged with my knees aimed over to this side of the tarmac, over here on the right. My left hand supports me. I lean forward, and then I can very easily shift my knees and my ankles. As I look behind me, I'm sitting in mermaid pose, Betty Grable, Rita Hayworth, pinup pose, which is not me, but I call it mermail for me. I push into both hands and I lean back to stretch my obliques. Very tight for a lot of people. I will help you get out of the straitjacket of your body. I've lived in it for a long time and feels really good to get out. Yoga will parole you. Left hand over here. Daylight savings time, I'm going from 12 o'clock to 11. Now I'm going to aim my belly button jewelry down into the bolster, then my solar plexus, my chesticles, and then my throat. And I'm coming down to my left ear. And we're just going to lay in bed together for 2, 3, 4 minutes. Stop thinking. Except for everything is always working out for me. It's kind of sticky at the start, isn't it? As your body settles in like an ice cube melting on a hot Phoenix day. Your breathing will settle, it'll slow, it will balance, it will deepen, it will smooth, it will delight. I'm going to come over to your house and stand on your back and kind of smush you in a little bit. Good. One more nice minute melting and twisting open and restorative. Okay, stay in the pose. Biggest inhale, biggest outhale, melt open, bag of rocks. Good. Pull your hands in. Give time coming out. Everything is slow and patient as opposed to the rest of the week where we're going like poultry with our heads cut off. So we come out and I feel better. I feel gooder. Now we're going to switch our bodies open so that we're lying on our back in a deep restorative pose. And I need to talk to you a little bit about this one. So listen up, would you? I've got good news for you. I got a bony butt. TMI, I know, but my vestigial tail ain't so vestigial, is how I like to say it. Anyway, for this one, here's the deal. I'm going to build something with a tall block and a medium-sized block. Why would I do that? Because I'm going to lay over a bed of nails. Metaphorically speaking, this is my bed of nails, but far more accessible. Now, if you're very brand new and very tight, this can be much less invasive and intrusive. It could be something like that. This would be way easier to lay over than something that's taller and more painful. But in a general sense, smaller, bigger. Now, what happens if you don't have yoga blocks? Go on Amazon right now or after class, after you like and subscribe, get the 14 by 6 by 8 foam blocks. You can get them in designer colors and they can be delivered. And then for the rest of your life, while we're doing yoga together, you'll have blocks. So now watch what I do. Here's where my bra strap is, my thoracic spine. That goes there, and my head goes there. Now I could build this thing way taller and put a lot more leverage into my spine, but I want my neck to feel supported. I want a nice arch of my heart. I'm going to open my heart so that I can fall in love today. Because every day I want to fall more in love. My legs can be crossed, my feet can be together, and my knees splayed out. Or I could just stretch it out in pool lounge chair pose. But this is restorative / yin, and you can kind of build it to fit your body. So the other variation is make that smaller, make that smaller. Oh, that's not as invasive. But anyway, do something, lay over a couple of things, and let's enjoy the afternoon together, shall we? Relax, take a load off. I love this pose. It opens up my heart. A lot of us guys, if you're a dude, some of us will never open our heart unless rib spreaders are involved. We get our sternum cracked. So you guys out there, let's open our hearts. Let's find our emotional truth. Let's express a little bit of vulnerability. Let's make it easier for other dudes to begin to feel and emote and connect. And about 2-3 more minutes of this feel good situation. Once you get in the pose, you don't have to do anything else. This is your own self-will and personal power is utterly and completely unnecessary. We're putting ourselves in a position to get power from something greater than ourselves. Relax your jaw, let your mouth relax open, relax your gums, let your tongue relax. Relax your nose. Good, we're amazed and we're not even halfway through, so halfway more to go, so relax twice as much. When I get really relaxed like a cat, I take my arms back up over my head, and that's really going to open my heart, so probably going to fall ravishingly in love later today. You never know. You never know. If you're already ravishing in love, you've found your life mate. Congratulations. If you haven't found your soulmate yet, find it on the inside. That one will never leave you, disappoint you, abandon you. Okay, my friends, this one is winding down, so biggest inhale from your heart ever. Exhale, let go of weeks, months, years of trauma, sadness, grief, betrayal, resentment. Let it all go, as much as you can. Good, now I'm going to position my fingers on the back of my head. I'm going to lift my head up. I'm going to bring my arms down by the side of my body. I'm going to pull my elbows in. And Dr. Greg recommends coming out of such a predicament slowly because I really don't think you have a choice. Okay? Oh man, I just drank a large bottle of Love Potion number 9, non-alcoholic variety, virgin. Okay, I'm gonna move my blocks out of the way. I love love. I'd like the block of my love to be removed. Can you believe I'm doing this live around the world? What do people think of me? I'm trying not to care anymore. So now, let's check the time. You know what? It's time for our finishing yoga pose. So for this one, we're going to go into a deep, supported, relaxing Shavasana. Shavasana means corpse pose. Corpse pose means you're a dead person lying on the floor. So I put a nice blanket for underneath my neck. I have a yoga bolster for that my knees go over. And let's not overthink this, okay? All we need to do is love and be of service. My knees are over the blanket or over the bolster. My neck is filled up with, oh my God, this feels so good. Oh, excuse my sensual pleasure sounds, but yeah. So now my booty is relaxed, my knees are supported, my neck is happy, my arms are down by the blah, 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 and 5 minutes of ecstasy bliss floating downstream on your rose-petaled raft toward bliss land. 5 minutes, I will time it. And the pose starts now. I give you wholehearted permission to actually leave your body. If that sounds crazy, it's not really. Your energy, vibrational spirit body just easily floats up and out of your, what did Shakespeare call it? Our mortal coil. Okay, my friends, there's that guy's voice from down the street or across the ocean. Stay nice and relaxed. I'm just gently calling you back little bit by little bit. Head back toward your body. Since you left your body, head back. You're not done in your body yet. Many more adventures, much more fun, more holes in ones, more kids to have, more music to play. Good. Feel your body weight emerge back on the earth. Feel the surface of your skin. Good. Now, Dr. Greg urges you to wiggle your fingers and toes and circulate super cosmic unicorn orgasmic feel good through your body. explosions of celebration in every cell and atom. Swish it around your body. Good. Curl over onto your right side when you're ready. Take your time. Love all over yourself. You're going to hear me say that. That's going to echo in your head for the rest of your life. Love all over yourself. Okay, please keep your eyes closed and we'll sit up together. Find your place on the earth. Hands into our hearts. We'll drop our chin, close our eyes. You go deep into you. I'll go deep into me. We will go deep into we, and we'll come to the same place together. All together we say, Namaste. Okay, as always, I say Avidasane, Arrivederci, adios, and au revoir to my YouTube friends around the world. That's all the ways I can say goodbye that start with A. Adios. But don't leave just yet. Please like and subscribe. I'm so grateful that you are spreading the word of this simple but accessible brand of yoga around the world. This may seem very simple, but the most profound things always are. So help me, please. Share, like, subscribe, leave a comment. And before you know it, we'll have millions of people operating more from their higher angels. We'll see you guys next time.